Welcome to all to Don and David show. And I'm Don Schaefer with Bloomtree Realty.
And I'm David A. Snyder, CPA, MBA, and EA with David A. Snyder, CPA.
Hey, you promised to tell me what all of those meant.
Well, CPA is a certified public accountant.
Yeah, that I know.
I got an MBA with a concentration in MIS, which is Management Information Systems.
Yeah.
And an EA is an enrolled agent, which is basically a CPA for taxes only.
Oh, okay.
So we are both members of the Prescott Sunrise Lions Club. Please go to PrescottSunriseLionsClub.org to see the projects we participate in. Our upcoming events will include the tax credit program, where we encourage the people of the Tri-City area to take advantage of the Working Poor Charitable Organization tax credit of $800 for married filing jointly and $400 for all other statuses. A couple years ago, we took some of that greatest need monies that we received from the tax credit program and gave a bunch to the Yavapai school nurses to pay for eye scanners that allowed the nurses to go around Yavapai County to scan the kids in first and second grades so they can read from the board when they're learning stuff. Last year, we netted $62,000 on tax credits.
62,000?
62,000.
Okay.
We gave a lot of the organizations in the area, for glasses, for hearing care, for glasses for kids, the 4.0 dinner that we have.
David, does any of that go to the RV bus that we have, or
some of that greatest need money goes to the RV that we have?
Yeah.
That goes around Yavapai County. And it's really a lot of the Lions clubs in the area are, and we've had a show about this, really participate in that. And it goes around the greatest Yavapai County and to underserved areas of Yavapai County, so people in that area can get a eye exam and maybe eventually get glasses.
Make sure that they can see the
absolutely
board.
Yeah. Whether you're working or somebody's getting older and they're working and they can't see what they're doing, they get fired.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that sure is working. I can see real well now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I really can.
Well,
one of the reasons why I can really see well is that I found some glasses at my house. This is come on, Don. It's here someplace, some way. What I did was I found the weirdest looking glasses I've ever found, and I just wanted to show you this and say, bring your old glasses. Don't throw them away. Put them in a bag. Bring them over to the Waffles and More. And I even mentioned you can bring them over here to the studio at Channel 65.
They look to me like they're glasses from the 60s or 70s that look like a woman with a beehive would wear.
Well, it's probably true. I pulled it out of a bag that the other David had. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to say that. And we at the Prescott Sunrise Club would like to invite everybody to come to our club meeting, which is at Waffles and More. It's every Thursday morning at 7 a.m. But remember, from 7 a.m. you get done and we guarantee you'll be done by 8 o'clock, and you'll be at your desk by 8:05.
Well, I don't know about that.
Well, you don't.
8:15.
David, you don't. You sit around.
That's a reasonable time to get to work. You don't want to speed.
And the club is really very fun and very organized. We always have a guest speaker. And except for one meeting, which is our business meeting, which we had this morning. We don't have that with anybody there, and we talk about the Prescott Valley
paper recycling,
recycling, and that's getting okay. It went up a little bit this last month.
Yeah, the prices for that commodity of recycled paper went up a little bit, and when I was doing it, I was lucky enough to have it at $150 a ton. Right now, it's at $70 a ton, and it's been $60 for half a year.
Yeah, it's been.
But it recycles the paper in Prescott Valley, and that paper gets reused, and then less trees have to be taken down.
David, it's one of our biggest fundraisers.
Yes, it is. It really is.
It's important to us. So if you're recycling paper, drive over to Prescott Valley and drop it off there.
Yeah, that instead of in Prescott.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of bins, all kinds of places in there. In Stone Ridge, there's going to be one in Pronghorn, where I live. There's one on Dan Drive, and right next Dan Drive, and right next,
Drive, yeah.
and right or Bob Drive. I'm sorry, Bob Drive, and then also right next to the fire station there on Robert Road. Also, we're continuing our calendar project this year.
Oh yeah, yeah.
This beautiful project, this calendar. This was a 2016 project.
This is the one I worked on.
We're working on the 2017, and as you can see, there's some beautiful pictures in here, and especially on mine, which is December.
Oh, you always got to show that one.
I got to show that one because there's my banner here, and then it's December, and it's all the Christmas lights down at the Capitol building, and so the project includes beautiful pictures of the surrounding areas you saw, and it provides monies to help our projects, including eye and hearing care for kids, the 4.0 dinner, which we do in April for kids that had a 4.0 through high school.
Do we or have we included Bradshaw?
We include Bradshaw and PHS in that. We're planning on expanding it, but it's been a couple years.
It's been tough.
Yeah.
You know, I'll never forget the first one I went to, and I can't remember how long ago it was, but there must have been 190 students and parents, and about the same amount of Lions there. We almost ran out of money that year.
Absolutely, it's a big thing. It recognizes the kids for doing so well academically in school, and it's a real, and everybody in the club really loves doing it and going to it.
You know, the project.
And my daughter's going to be in it eventually.
She is.
She's going to be in it this next year. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's got a 4.3 or 4.4, and she's taking AP courses, so she's going to be part of that.
Yeah, good.
So
must have done something right.
Come out to Waffle. My wife is really instrumental in that. So please come out to Waffles and More at 7 a.m. every Thursday, and come out and check us out. We do a great job for the community. We laugh and joke, but fully understand that our purpose in the community is to serve the community. If you want to be part of such a group, then become a member of the club.
And this show always has a guest. And our guest today is a gentleman that I've known for a few months, or a few years, or I forget how long.
A couple of decades.
I think we both make rocks or something like that. But a member of the Prescott Sunrise Club, and he has been in charge of our program we're going to talk about tonight or today is flags for the first graders, and that is Tony Humphrey. And what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a little break. Dave, is that okay?
And bring him in here, and we'll ask him questions, and he'll answer them.
We'll talk. All right, so we're going to take a little break. We'll cut it right now. Thank you. Well, welcome back, and this is Don of the Don and Dave Show, and my partner David here, and our guest today is a well-known man throughout the whole city. I think he owes everybody $1 or something. If he doesn't, he will. Okay? And Tony Humphrey, I've known you for a couple of months, and I've known your brothers for a couple of months. You've been around here a long time, so welcome to our show, and we're really very happy to have you come in. Really,
always a pleasure.
Pleasure. David, do you have anything to start this show off with?
Absolutely.
Could we get him to sing?
Yeah, you want to sing? No.
I pass.
I pass.
When did you become a Lion, Tony?
I became a Lion in January of 1970.
Just when I was just born, about 3 months after that.
Oh, shut up. I'll go one better, though. My grandfather, Aloysius, was a charter member of a Lions Club in South Bend, Indiana, just a few years after Lions were chartered.
In 1917. So when
Yeah.
when it moved, something like 1920.
Probably 1920. Yeah.
Yeah, 1920. Wow.
Yeah.
So your
That's
family
incredible.
has been actually involved with the Lions Club for some time.
You better
Almost
believe
100
it.
Yeah.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're celebrating our 100 year next year. Next
Yeah,
fiscal year.
we got a big year coming up.
Yeah,
It's going to be
100th year.
something else.
And
Well,
who was your sponsor?
A guy by the name of Ken Waters. He's since gone to be with the Lord, but he was my next door neighbor. Invited me to breakfast, and it was love at first sight. I came in, a great bunch of guys, and I just stayed on.
Did he happen to own Waters Gardens or anything?
No,
like
no, he was worked with a title company, and he had been a past district governor.
that? Past district governor. Cool.
Wow. You know, we got several programs at the Lions Club, and one that just stands out and has been around for a long, long time. Actually, there's two, but one that is close to my heart, and that is Flags for the First Graders. And how do you know any idea, Tony, when that started?
Well, before I got there, but you got to realize this club, when it chartered, had several school teachers in it.
Oh, that's
And
right.
they were very committed to the youth. They wanted youth-oriented programs. Two of those programs are still in existence today. One is the Flags for First Graders, and then, of course, the 4.0. At that time, it was a breakfast meeting, but it's hard to get kids out at 7 in the morning. So we had
It's
to
hard
switch
to
to
get
the
some older men out at that time.
You're talking about me, aren't you?
No, I wouldn't do that, David.
Yeah. At any rate, we started that Flags for First Graders, and it was an instant success. Kids loved it, the schools loved it, and here we are. We're still going out to the schools, and first graders get a flag. And the reason it was first graders is they didn't even have kindergarten back then.
Oh, did you?
It's so long ago, yeah. But it's just been a wonderful project.
Well, it's a project that we have really had fun doing. I'll tell everybody around, we make no funds or money on this program. This is a program we like to do, and we will do.
Yeah.
No, we'll continue to do it. Tony, you've been a Lion, what, 60 years, 70 years?
46 years. That's not
46
exaggerating.
years. Well,
That's,
what is your-
that's my age.
Yeah. It is. What is your favorite project?
Probably the Flags for First Graders.
I noticed that you always jump up first to sign in for the schools.
Well, let me explain something about Lions. As soon as you try and get them to sell raffle tickets, they hide under the table.
Yeah.
They're just gone. But everybody loves to do Flags for First Graders. And it's such a simple project. We usually Veterans Day. We'll call the school district and find out how many first graders in each school, and we order the flags, and then we put together teams, not hard to do. 2 Lions will go to each school and ask the kids some questions about their flag, the flag. There's a flag.
Oh, I got
About
one.
a flag,
Hey,
yeah.
all right.
And ask them, how many stripes, how many stars, why, where do you live, what city do you live in, what state do you live in, what country do you live in, and if they can recite the Pledge of Allegiance, they get a flag. That's
what
the
I
only
wrote.
requirement. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the kids love those flags. In fact, I was doing it at Lincoln School one year, and the first grade teacher said, she raised a flag, and she says, "This is the flag the Lions gave me when I was a first grader."
Wow.
Yeah.
That's happened to several Lions
Yeah.
Club.
That's incredible.
In the club, and that's fun to
Yeah.
have.
Well, it establishes a trend of patriotism, their flag and their country and what the country stands for. And many of these flags have gone to young people who have gone on to serve our country. Some of them died in service.
Yeah.
Some of them have gone into political life. So it's a great project.
It is.
We love
It is. And the thing is one of the things I've enjoyed about it is asking those questions that you just mentioned, because some of the answers that we get is
They're off the wall.
they're really off the wall. I remember some of them, what state do you live in? Well, some of those kids that you give, you're going to give them a flag, you're asking them a question, and they are really concerned. They want to, they want to give you an answer. And if they had just moved to town, their state is California, Texas,
Most
Arkansas,
likely.
wherever. They just, I'm from Arkansas. That's my state. And then one of the things that I've found too that the kids get involved with how many stripes, what's the colors. But there was a word or name that came up one year, and I forget what year it was, but it was Betsy Ross.
I was there when she made the flag.
Yeah, who made the flag? And the kids just, they love learning those things. And the teachers like it too. Yeah, it gives them a chance to break from that. But every first grade teacher that we've been involved with the flags really have appreciated it, really have. And the schools have too. Well, with all of that.
Speaking about the flag, you might know, many people don't know this, but the only truck on a military base is the knob on top of the American flag, because they call on a military base they call them vehicles, and the only truck is really the knob on the American flag.
You're kidding.
On a military
Where'd
base.
you read that at, David?
I was in the military.
Yeah.
Did you know that,
Nope,
Tony?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I learned something.
Yeah.
Learn something
Even at
every
my
day,
age,
don't
I can
you?
learn something. Yeah.
Oh, there are so much you can pick up off of the computer about the flags. And I've been proud to find some things to take to the kids. How about you, Tony? You bring anything new this year?
Did I bring anything new? A new grandson?
Your new grandson is first grader?
No. He's 2 weeks
new.
old. Brand new.
Brand new, son.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Brendan Sebastian. Yay.
Oh, then each student receives a small flag.
They do. And we've got a lot of projects. We spend a lot of money. We get a lot of money from the community, and we thank you all very much for your help
Yeah,
with
it's
it.
wonderful that the people
but,
out there give so much money.
Some of our projects, the 4.0 dinner runs thousands of dollars. This little project here, I think the most we've ever probably spent was $350.
Yeah.
To get flags, yeah.
And the goodwill and the influence it has on those kids is just amazing.
Our club is very involved with that presentation and everything. But Tony, we're trying to, with our show, is trying to show people what Lionism is, what it does, and how it does. And is there any comments you could make about what we are doing and how we're doing it, and are we doing it right, and how many people do we want to show? Well, we want 100 members of the club is what I'm trying to say. How do you get them there?
Yeah. Okay. Well, we are not a religious organization. We're not a political organization. Our purpose is to serve. This banner here,
Just
we serve.
Yeah.
And we serve in local communities. We serve throughout the country. We serve throughout the world.
Yeah, there's 47,000 clubs in 210 countries, 1.4 million members of the Lions clubs in the world.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the thing that I love about it is we have fun serving, and it should be fun. So whatever we're doing, we have fun. And if we don't have fun, the project doesn't last long.
Doesn't last very long. I
It
noticed
just doesn't.
that.
Yeah, like the bed race.
I remember
For
that.
years.
Yeah.
We used to have bed races.
You know, that's bring that up. The other day I was going through some of my mail and stuff from the Lions Club, and I found a card from Mel Clack's wife.
Mm-hmm.
What's her name? Mary Nancy, something like that. Anyway, just a little brief note saying thank you for being a Lion. Be part of it all the time, and you'll always be. You'll be very happy. You will be part of it. And Mel Clack was one of those guys at the Sunrise Lions, and he's the only blind man I ever knew that could do newspapers. he carried boxes up there and did his job.
Correction, though, he was not a Sunrise Club. He
No,
was a
no, no,
noon
no, no, no,
lion.
he was,
and he
he
was
was a
a
noon
good
lion.
one.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, you're right. He was on the Sunrise. And then, you know, the thing is, everybody has stories about this club, and especially the Sunrise Club, because we go in and say, we're going to do it. We do. We build a bridge. We build a path. We built some things. People don't know that.
Yeah.
What,
Yep.
Can you come up with any comments about anything that we have done that's
I've just seen about all of it. I remember one time, Tiny Bunker was our tail twister, and this guy was huge. And he was
That's the
trying
name Tiny,
Tiny.
right?
yeah, and he was trying to catch me to find me, and I kept running around the table. And finally, somebody stopped me. He grabbed me, tipped me upside down, and shook everything out of my pants pockets. That was my find.
That was your finest. Well, do you remember? I don't know if you remember when I first came to the Sunrise Club. They were trying to get the Lions to give up more money, and not more money, quarters and dimes and nickels, and they turned George Wright, or one of our guests. What's his
Wyatt.
name?
What?
George Wyatt.
George White. They picked him up and turned him upside down, and that was, I think, in my second meeting.
Oh, really?
And I went, do I really want to go through this?
And George was a charter member of our club.
Yeah.
George,
Still is active.
Yeah, and he was one of our guests here. So we've had, with you and with him, and we've had some pretty doggone good in here, guests
Yes.
in here.
Yeah.
Can you tell us anything else about the flags, Tony? I'm going to put. A question I always ask: where are you going to put it in your house?
Oh,
in your
yeah,
room?
yeah.
Very important.
Yeah, where are you going to put it? And one kid came back because his dog ate his. But no, most of them are going to put it in a vase on their desk,
On their desk.
or on their dresser, or in their, hang it on their wall or in the closet, what have you. But yeah,
Tony,
it's a treasured
when
possession.
are we doing the flag?
Around Veterans Day week.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what he
It will
mentioned.
be. Okay, around Veterans Day. All right, one of the things that I like about the first graders is asking the questions, because you get so many
Yeah.
good. You get good questions. You go home, you've done. But you've received them. I've received them. Packets of letters from the kids.
Yeah.
Thanking us for their flag, and
Yeah.
some of them get so involved in it
Yeah.
one little girl just kept writing and writing, and she had to staple another piece of paper. I can't tell you she had an extra page. Well, listen, Dave.
Let me ask you
Tony?
something, Tony. What roles have? Okay, so what have your roles in the Lions Club taught you, and have you used a lot of those lessons in your personal and as well as business life when you were working?
Sure. Well, I went through the chairs. In the process of going through the chairs, you learn some leadership, and you learn how to run a meeting, and so that's been very helpful. Being able to think on your feet,
Yeah.
sort of a thing.
Yeah,
And-
I wasn't very good at that.
I have met so many beautiful people through Lionism. It's been great.
Well, the chair is very important to the Lions Club, because we had the next governor here, and he talked about the chair. Advancing yourself and learning.
Learning, yeah. He was a district. He's going to be the upcoming district governor, and we've also had the Lions International President in our club, Joe Preston.
Yeah, Joe Preston.
He was a member of our club.
He was a member of
Wow.
our club.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it really
that's
is.
pretty big. Anyway, thank you very much for showing up here, Tony. You're welcome anytime, even if you want to come without a ticket.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, and keep in mind that we do this show to show, like we said before, we just show to discuss Lionism and explain the projects that we have and the good deeds that are done through the Lions Club. Nobody's paid. We We really want to help the community. Our motto is "We serve," and that's the whole. That's the motto for the whole club internationally. We do this to explain that, and as well as because we had a deal with Prescott Media Center, and I would like to thank Linda and Mary and Jim for that. And for helping us, and also Chase Dutton of our Leo Club. We started a Leo Club, which is like a high school Lions club, last year in 2015, in September of 2015, and they have trained to learn how to use the camera work and do the direction, and they're setting up a new club, and this is at PHS because people graduate, and they had 35 members the first year, and it's to express, it's to help the community. They're helping the community too by this show, and so I want to thank Chase Dutton for helping this time. And I would like to thank again Prescott Media Center, and we really enjoy doing this show, the Dave and Don Show, or the Don and Dave Show. I got to turn that around.
We've been trying to figure that out. It's just we're going to call it the DD Show.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. You take my.
Thank you for watching.
Don't do that.
Thank you for watching for our show, and I hope it really tells you all.
And we'll see you again next month.
Thank you.